Who is the engineer here? You're lucky.
The Energy ad-hoc committee met officials from the privatization unit and the Electricity Regulatory Authority to understand the background and details of concession agreements government signed with power distributor Umeme. The committee members say the negotiated concession agreements were not handled properly and Ugandans got a raw deal. The MPs are therefore asking government to review the Umeme contract or best cancel it.
Umeme has failed to live by its contract and government should be walking away out of the contract.
Supposing Umeme has reaped enough profits and it just decides to say, I have a better deal somewhere, I would rather abandon this contract, whereby we lose. It does not take into account the profits that has so far been reaped by Umeme.
In case of termination of the contract, the MPs argue that the provisions favor Umeme.
But because of this condition, where government should pay them 120%, government is tied by this contract, and we want to get government out of this contract, especially with the review, which is coming up.
Officials of the Electricity Regulatory Authority says Umeme invested over $80 million, approximately 170 billion shillings, and if government is to opt out of the contract, it would pay Umeme $96 million every year.
The losses, the distribution losses, commercial losses, government is paying about 8 billion every month on what we call rebates, on circumstances where Umeme fails to collect, where Umeme gets losses. Is government paying?
Umeme has been running the national power distribution chain for over 6 years now, meaning that government cancels their contract, Umeme would be paid $576 million, approximately 1.5 trillion shillings.
And if government fails in 91 days, then it would pay an additional 20% interest on whatever they have failed to pay. This has made government fail to get out of the Umeme contract.
Now also the Energy Investigative Committee suggests that prepaid meters should be rolled out countrywide so that the electricity users pay for what they have consumed and the power bills not just estimated. Maurice Ochol, NTV.